right. Attempt number 2, guys, at going live. Hopefully this works. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I had to quickly restart because, I mean, my audio interface is on its last breath. So if I ever touch the cable, it sometimes disconnects, and then I have to restart my PC, so we gotta be very careful. I'll have to get it replaced, but now it seems to be fine. Let me get chat on screen. Hello, everybody, welcome. Looking a little Simpsons on the colors. Well, I like this shirt. It's very colorful. It's very vibrant. I have done a bit of wardrobe cleanup, so I've organized all my clothes, and then I discover, you know, some hidden treasures, some hidden gems. Yeah, sorry if you guys saw like a 3-second stream and then I just disappeared. It has been fixed, and we are in time. We still have 8 valuable minutes to talk about the Elite Cup before it starts today, guys. Gonna be exciting. 8 minutes. So, yeah. This is gonna be exciting once again. These run every Saturday at 5 p.m. And the players have been training in secret. They don't want to share their strategies with other players. And now, in the last couple of minutes before the competition starts, as always, you see the leaderboard just get flooded with new times. So if I boot up the leaderboards of the France map here, you can really see it. Epos, new world record 12 minutes ago. Worker, a minute ago. Josh, 2 hours ago. Yo, guys, you're going crazy. Thank you, Chester, for gifting 5 subs. Thank you, UK Balance and Frothy Fridge. Thank you so much. Scrappy, 5 minutes ago in 5th place. Vosal, 2 minutes ago. People are grinding, right? And they always keep their cards close to their chest. So there are a couple of lines that have surfaced in these last few minutes. So before the cup starts, we're gonna watch the world record, and I'm gonna show you guys their lines. And also tell you what this is about if it's your first Elite Cup you're watching. So, shall we, without further ado, get into things? Thank you, Perry. Backpack as well. Thank you so much. UK Balance, thank you. Quick cool thing as well, guys. If you haven't seen, there's this qualifier tournament to the EWC, but there's also another event now. The first proper LAN that's been announced of the year. So, DreamHack is making a return to Trackmania in Birmingham. This right here. 27th, 29th of March. We'll have an in-person tournament at DreamHack Birmingham. And it's a solo tournament. Winner gets 5k, 20k prize pool. And the top 8 also qualify. So, this event's going to be huge. Really exciting to see. I don't know if they're going to be using the same maps or if they're going to be using new ones. We'll just have to find out, but big in-person event. I really hope we get to see more in-person events this year. You know, like that is something Trackmania has so sorely been needing. It's so fun to have Trackmania in front of a crowd because it's so intuitive and I don't. Long story short, I'm very excited for that. Am I gonna compete? No. People asked in the last video, why is Virtual not playing the Elite Cup? And the reason is very simple. These guys are very good, and I am not at their level. Now you might say, oh, don't undersell yourself, don't sell yourself short. I mean it. And if I put in the same time that they do, it might only be enough for like top 40, top 50. And so I provide more value to you guys by casting, and I don't practice 40 hours a week, so I have more time to do other things. So it's the best play in the situation. But guys, enough talking, enough yapping. Let me boot up the game. Thank you also Jason, thank you Fake Sun Kid, thank you Alan as well, thank you Sapphire as well, appreciate it guys. Zen Ninja, it's nice to see you. What's that shirt you have on? It's so cool. A lot of the text on it is black work. I think it's from a store called Supermade. If you want to hunt it down, that is where I would look. Don't remember fully since it's a while since I got it, but yeah, guys, wear some colors, you know? I feel like it is very easy to get a wardrobe of just black and whites, but sometimes if you see it something and it looks a bit crazy, try it. It might be your thing. Yeah, let me do an intro here proper for the YouTube video, so if you guys want to join me. We of course are going to try to make a video on all these tournaments. So I gotta introduce YouTube. Alright. It is Saturday in Trackmania, and that means another Elite Cup is about to happen, this time on the French map. This is the second Elite Cup. Last week was a blast. There's a video on that if you want to see it. Not going to spoil the results. And this one is bound to be a banger as well. We are going to have a qualifier for 15 minutes and 39 rounds of knockout. It is so hard to be consistent in a regular Cup of the Day format with 23 rounds. 39 rounds in a row flawless is a big ask, but these are the world's best players that are competing. They're starting in just a few minutes, and before they start, I want to do two things. I want to show you guys the world records, but also I want to show you guys what level they're playing at. And I thought the best way to do that is that I drive the map. Some people asked, why are you not competing in the last Elite Cup? And basically it comes down to the amount of hours that are needed to get to a good level. And even if I put my heart and soul into grinding this, I would not get further than, I think, top 40, top 50. So let me drive a run myself on the track, and then I'll show you the elite level, and maybe it's going to give you some impression of just how good the pros are. So the map starts out with a road part where you jump onto the grass. Here on the grass you can speed slide and then drop down to this platform. You now set up for an auto drift through this corner, and then you drift to the left. Here it's very important to manage your balance. You don't tilt the car too much down the hill. We might see people fail that. With enough speed you jump to the dirt. There's a couple of tricks here, but just the regular line takes you down onto the platform, then through here between the pillars, and then you release a bit so that you can jump up to the dirt checkpoint. Try to stay on the outside down this hill. And now on these jumps there's a few lines that you can do. Some people release, they jump diagonal. Some people try to no slide the exit here. Overall, it just about equalizes. Sharp drift through this corner, but the main feature on the map is these half-pipe jumps, and it's very important to not jump too far or you'll be too late for the subsequent jump. And then you jump up on the last one a little bit further, and you drive to the finish. I lost 3, almost 4 seconds to the world record with a run that didn't crash, didn't make any mistakes, maybe just a little bit of hesitation everywhere. There are a couple of secret lines as well, so let's watch the world records and you can see why it's so impressive. So, top 3 here, speed sliding better in the start, reducing more airtime. Then they get more grip as they're also setting up more sideways in the auto drift. Here they barely keep grip. You can see Josh there, he's kind of hovering, floating, reducing airtime. Some people no slide here like a snap, but Epos and Josh do neither. And then precision, one release tap. And then a much smoother outside line, and now there might be some tricksters. See Josh going right to left, and Worker behind there just press forward jump essentially. Up into 4th gear, they speed slide again. And here on the quarter pipes, on the half pipes, we might see some people do a secret line where they go right side. Okay, Josh and Epos are going left side, but Worker there went triple right side. This is a strategy. The qualifiers are about to start now, so the players are gonna have 15 minutes, but we gotta see Worker's line here. I know that Wosal also has this idea, but the question, of course, is with these fancy lines, you can do it once, you can do it in time attack, you can do it at the comfort of time attack grinding. Can you do it under pressure in rounds mode? That's what it comes down to. Look at it. You know, he's quite far behind here. So we'll see who is using it. Maybe we can add in Flimsy and Scrappy to see if they're working with it. Oh, this is a huge gap. You really see, like, these tiny details matter, because Worker here passes every car except Epos in the ending with the strategy that is now coming up. So pretty crazy stuff. Of course, same drift. Some people neo slide here to get a bit sharper, and then instead of going left side, up on the right side together with Scrappy, and then right side again, and then they jump to the finish. It's faster, less distance traveled. that is about the best overview I can give you. The reason this tournament matters is because the top 8 players after 10 tournaments are played and overall points will qualify to the Esports World Cup and Esport Nations Cup, where they can compete for $750,000 prize pool, which is more than we've ever seen in Trackmania history. So every pro player is taking this deadly seriously. I'm gonna quickly open the Trackmania Twitch category and see who's streaming so we can watch some of the qualifier. And then we will, after the qualifier, jump on the server and cast people's point of views. So, hope you guys are excited. I'm pulling up all the streams I can find right now that are of the best players, the predicted favorites. People said last week that I talked way too much about the favorites. I'm sorry if you feel like I was just yapping on about, oh, he's a favorite, he's a favorite. There are a lot of favorites. Okay, Scrappy has not yet completed a run. He's working on it. Watch Mutta. Yeah, we'll check in with Mutta. Mutta has apparently completed a lap. Alright, we're seeing Scrappy right now. Equal to Mutta on the splits. You can see bottom right. So far. And the question is like, is he gonna... It's kind of hard. You have 15 minutes. But you can get very stressed if you keep crashing. He's stressed now. He's stressed now. He just wants a run through. Spam playing interface off. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of matching. He also has some green and white going on. Who is Narkorek and why is he qualified second? Narkor is a very good Polish Trackmania Nations Forever player. Has a bunch of world records on short maps. So you're seeing some of these Polish guys like Narkor, Magorian, Rotaker, Neon. There's a couple that have like returned to Trackmania 2020 after playing a bunch of Nations Forever. So because this is very fascinating, right? Because of the implications of these tournaments, you're gonna see a lot of old pros return. Like names you're not familiar with seeing. There's a lot of great Trackmania players over the years that just have kind of, you know, put the controller on the shelf doing other things because there hasn't really been much to play for. But the foundations are still there, right? So now they're coming back in. Now you're seeing these names. Okay, Spam through the last couple of corners. Does he have the strat? Oh, he's not doing it. And it's very laggy, I gotta say. But yeah, he didn't have the strat. Jumping a bit high. Maybe it's not so crazy. So looking at the leaderboard, Mutta already with a 106.98. He matches the world record. Pack is there. Vinks, Key as well. Very good player. Polish as well, I think. That's the key I'm thinking of. Grenadi, Camp 3 point of view. It still doesn't really make sense to me that some players play with this. Carl Jr. does it. Grenadi does it. The car doesn't exist anymore. It's just like floor running simulator. Mutta's the previous winner, yep. And there's Alcon on the leaderboard as well. Mime showing up. Yeah, Mime is all Polish. A lot of Polish players doing well. Pac just got announced, by the way, that he's playing for Vitality. So he got signed by them. So great opportunity for him. Very exciting. Grenadi on a good run right now. He has just about equal splits to Binks. And someone in chat said he might have the line. So if he's equal at this point, could gain more in the end. Is doing it. Another one. Looks good. And last one. Oh, this is a good time by Grenadi. Okay. 0.35. And that's 12th. Very close right now. Let's check in with Mutta. Elite Cup qualifier number 2. 100 heart rate right now. So when we checked in with Mutta in last week's qualifier, he had 140. 140 heart rate. So I think Mutta, after winning the first one, is a lot more relaxed today. And that makes him all the more dangerous, guys. Like, if he's able to control his nerves, he is a menace. Does he no slide? Oh, that looked like a no slide setup, but no. Prime Mutta loading up, yeah. He's 0.2 behind the split. I'm guessing at this point, he doesn't really care about pace in the quali, because he's already qualified. So I'm guessing Mutta's strat for the last 9 minutes of quali is like, let me just drive every run and find comfort. And still he's driving like the same pace as Scrappy's best run right now. And just that, oh, let me complete it. Why not? Why are you not competing virtually? Yeah, I tried to elaborate a bit on that at the start of the stream. It's really just that if I pop off and play my absolute best, you'd still never see me past top 40, top 50 if I qualify Division 1. And that would be with a lot of hours of practice. And I would rather not spend those hours practicing, spend those hours making content, and then casting it and bringing value that way. G2 Surprise, thank you so much. And thank you also Zero Velocity for the resub. Thank you Max, Tyler, S-Buns, Unlit Bonfire, Ostrich Enforcer, Otavro, thank you. Rodaki. Let me put up the leaderboard for you guys so we can see who's at the cutoff right now and who we should watch in the quali to see if they can make it. So currently, if we scroll down oh wait. No, this was last week's. This one. Qualifier. Alright, so currently, Spam 67th, just outside the top. Guess we can check in with him. Wizzy also got top 8 last time, hasn't qualified yet. Working on it. Yeah, Brink and Lord Quacked. I mean, there's so many exciting players. But out of the streamers, I think the obvious choice right now is to check in with Spam. So let's go back there. Let's go back there and see. Someone in Spam's chat says the cutoff is a 107.887. Apples had a 106 just before quali. Yeah, I saw he also had a 106.98. He's in the last turn right now. 03 on the car. Oppa. And Spam, of course, like, although Falcons already have their hopes with Carl, Spam is himself trying to qualify for the Esport Nations Cup. And for that, you only need to be the best player in your nation and be one of the top 16 nations in performance individually. So there is a leaderboard for that. Let's see if I can find it. Should be able to pull that up. Give me a second. Trackmania Elite Cup leaderboard. Yeah, here. Wasn't there also one for just ENC? He's on the last quarter pipes now, doesn't do the triple right side, clips and loses a bunch of speed. Still not enough. So like for ENC, right? Right now as it stands, Charles, who got 30th last time, is in because he was playing from Colombia. Whereas Spam, who's in 18th for Netherlands, is not yet in because there is a better Dutch player. Yeah, Stifts in 9th is the best Dutch player right now, so he would take the spot for Netherlands. So there's a little bit more to play for. If you're going for ENC, I think the EWC quali throughout Elite Cup will be completely cutthroat. Mime is 16th. Stifts is not playing today. Oh, it's a good opportunity, yeah. Flappa, thank you for the 38 months. Charles ahead of Mime on this leaderboard. On the Wikipedia, Mime is ahead. Huh. Yeah, so about tied, I mean. With the Elite Cups, only your best 5 results count, so Still a lot can happen in the last steps. He improves, but it's 77th still. The cutoff time right now, probably 0.7 something. I'll find it. He says we might not make it. Epos 106.92, by the way. And he doesn't do the right side. From what we could gather, at least. So 64th right now, guys, is a 107.74. Wissy is currently outside the top 64. Same for Spam. Ender, who was in last time. I'm trying to remember some names that were in last time. Those seem to be the two like best players that are just outside. And then I don't know with others how much practice they've had. Yeah, only favorites I can tell that are outside the top 64 from last week are Spam and Wizzy. Hill as well did really well. He's in 66th. Purple 67th. Very close there. Aurel is outside. I take it back. And Yami. And Noisia. It's a lot easier if you guys see this yourself than remembering the names. Currently, this is the cutoff. Wissy 65th, just below. And then Aurel, Yami, Noisia, Spam, Ender. Lots of people from last time. Feed. You refresh. Epos quick, yeah. Oh, things have changed. Tone has climbed up. Feed has climbed up to 65th. By 5,000 he's behind. Now Gold Nugget out. Hill out. Let's check in with Spam. 2 minutes left. Intux in? Wait, really? Sinks and Intux both on the top. Okay. The boys. Last time we had 0 Norwegians in the top 64. Sinks. Oh, he clipped. Wizzy's in now. Okay, nice. Okay, Spam PB 38 T-Sauce. 107.38. Do I live in Norway? I live in Sweden, unfortunately. But I am Norwegian. And I will always be Norwegian. So some might say I'm a bit of a traitor, but you know, I've been only rooting for Norway in the Winter Olympics, and well, if I wasn't an unbiased caster like I am for these cups, I would root unapologetically for Norway. Spam, probably his last attempt here. He has 5 seconds to consider resetting. If he doesn't think this can make it, he is going to sound this one, so we'll see if Spam is playing or joining the caster booth today. That looks like a good start. Doesn't clip. Second one. Also good. Third, good. Last one, bit high. Nah, it's just outside. It's just outside. And not enough time to start again. So the cutoff, 107.70 by Tona. Unfortunate. Scrappy's in. Onio. Oh my god, guys. This guy's a legend. If you know who Onio is, you're a OG Trackmania player. Holy shit. Yeah, he was like one of the best players in 2009 or something. That's crazy. Alright, should we watch the new 106.92 before the match starts? Can watch the new world record and then get on the match server. Brand made it as well, yeah. No surprises there. Carl Jr. also in the top 5. I was really curious to see Carl last week because he doesn't play knockout formats that often. and how he would fare in a Elite Cup. He got 13th, I think it was, so for Carl, that is a terrible performance. He hopes to get better, of course, than that. So we'll see if he can do that this time. What is that? Sorry, Mudda has some crazy no slide there. I said it might be possible, but I think he did it in his 106.98. Wosal is now with Genji, and yeah, and Epos with the airtime trick there. So there's an airtime trick in the middle, there's a no slide before, and there's this right side or left side quarter pipe shenanigans. Jesus, these are clean lines. Wow, Carl is doing right side, okay. No surprise we see Alcon there, but Carl on right side is surprising. Okay, quickly we'll check out Mudda's no slide and then we're on the server. Right side is not faster. It really does look faster. Like, if you see a really clean right side, you'll be convinced, but Epos kept a lot of speed on left side there. So here, snap no slide. Zoom! Update world record? Yeah, I will, of course. Yeah, I just had it before the quali started. So there are some tricks here, guys. There are some tricks. Let's get on the server and watch the second Elite Cup and see who wins it. This. I also quickly need to get the link. Here. All right. Guys, make a soul read right now. Prediction, who do you think will take it? Buckley will highlight it if you get it right. Like, right now. If you had to pick one player who's gonna win it, who do you think it is? Mudda, Alcon, Carl Jr., Granati. So these are, you know, they're fair guesses. I would probably do the same if I was a betting man, but we're not seeing like the, oh, it's gonna be Onio, it's gonna be Nitek. Like some crazy guess. Alcon fan favorite after his shenanigans last week, the only player bug sliding. You respect the style. And of course in the no KO, he's risking to show some dominance. This looks scary, but he gets the early turn and maybe you can no slide the exit there. Now he's 0.2 ahead of the entire field, by the way. And then we'll see right side versus left side. What's the split gonna look like? Alcon on right side, Wosa on the rest on right side. Off he went left. Alcon clipped a little bit on the last, but it's a 107.05, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting, right? The early rounds of the 39 are typically gonna be decided by respawns, so they might be a bit uneventful. There will be some big respawns you can have here, like if you fly out of this downhill, or if you clip in one of these middle jumps, it could be disaster. And especially if you jump too low in the half pipe, you are likely facing elimination. Here we go, guys. Good luck, have fun to all. Good luck, have fun to all. Oh, sorry. Alright, first round. On board with Melio. Everybody speed sliding. Nothing has gone wrong yet for anybody. Carl Jr. though with the worst start with Epos. Okay, a little nerves perhaps, a little shakiness. Someone is very far on the side there. That was Naiko. He survived. But I don't think anyone's... Oh, it's only Key that's made a really bad mistake. Epos down here with Charles at the tail of the field. Some people clipping there and losing speed. One guy touched the outside, less speed as well. Who are down there? Demotivator has made a 7-second mistake. Key with 3 seconds. And Neon crashing again. Onyo. Don't let it be the first round for the legend. I've been hyping him up. Someone's gonna miss the quarter pipe, right? It's Neon, who's like 15 versus Onyo, who's one of the legends of all time. Neon with lower airtime. But there have been respawns. They're both actually fine. Oh my. It's the Motivator and Biwak. And man, that, if you've practiced and come all this way, that is a bit of a demotivator to go out first. Okay, I'm happy for Onyo. Happy for Onyo. Buckley says Biwak. Also unfortunate for him. I mean, he's up very late now in New Zealand. Alright, next round in. Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Otak passed the internet check? Yes. Otak is playing. Last time he was the unfortunate one with bad internet. Oh, 2-second mistakes here. From Mullah, Charles, and Avon. Alright. They are kind of stranded unless we see... You can clip on the inside here. That was someone good. Josh crashed the pillar after clipping on the inside, and he had a very strong PB, 107.08. Mullah still trailing, but getting closer. That was a nice no slide. Look how much he's gaining up the hill. If he has a better half pipe on the right side, perhaps, he will catch up a lot. Look at this, though. This is like really satisfying to see the wave of cars over there. Someone didn't make the jump. I think that was, no. Uh-oh. Norway out with Intux. Up, okay. Cackney as well. Unlucky. Unlucky for them to go out so early. And now Onyo in first. Ladies and gentlemen, he was almost out previous round. Now in first place. He's gonna teach the young kids a couple of lessons. Who is Onyo? He's a old school legend. Really good tech player from, I mean, 2010, 2008. He was good in the very first Trackmania Stadium games, this game as well. Trackmania Nations Esports World Cup. That has a new meaning now, but there was a Trackmania ESWC way back. Melio clipped the checkpoint and is years behind the field. Likely already out. Oppa! This is the clip. You clip on the inside here and you don't have the speed to make it up to the dirt. That is the worst mistake. Someone respawned on the dirt jumps as well. They're gonna disappear into the bottom of the field. It's Moss actually, with Chemko tied. Likely the same mistake, 4.5 seconds. The others up ahead are likely safe. Chemko pushing, Mussadal going right side, right side, right side. But one car length behind, he could be out already. I don't know if anyone else respawned. We'll see. Chemko wins the battle and Mussa out in 59th. The pace is crazy. What do you mean I went out with +3 and now I would have stayed in? Yeah, I'm sorry, Intux. Massa out in 59th. That is not what he was hoping for. The first one did go a little bit better, if I remember right. But yeah, it is really cutthroat. Someone will have to go out each round. So, it's just, you gotta, you know, try not to make mistakes, but even then, if you start playing too safe, eventually the pace can become a problem as well. So far, no mistakes in the round. Mudda going very close to clipping there. I thought that was gonna be a disaster. Still no mistakes in the entire field. Across the jumps, I didn't see... Oh, I saw one car clip, to be honest. Onyo Ahead of Gwen. Oppa. Gwen in a lot of trouble. Also so good at these formats. He has one of the highest Cup of the Day win rates. Onio now in big trouble as well. There's one quarter pipe left, and there's a car backwards on the track. Who was that? That clipped the wheel. Narcor. Also, Trackmania Nations player clipping, and he is out. Narcor Gwen out, yeah. It's very hard when you have to drive a 109 flat or below, and probably it's gonna go down to about a 108 flat as we get further. But I mean, think about it, right? There's so many jumps, and so and you have to do them precisely. Like if there's 5 jumps and there's what, 40 rounds, you get 200 jumps you have to do flawlessly. If you miss one of them and crash, you're probably out. So it's a big ask of the players, but they can also do it. We saw some players go basically flawless last week, like Binks and Mudda, hardly crashing at all. And we're seeing, so far in the round, 55 out of 56 without any big mistake. Only Coco has lost a second. Now some people clipped on the outside. And yeah, we are starting to get to the point now where we will not have that many big mistakes. Players are warmed up, they've found their rhythm, they've survived the early few, the guys that are left. Now we're expecting it to be clean. Azion and Heave in last in the first jump, but they go right side, and they definitely caught up to some people. Who is in last at the moment? Hard to say. It's Magorian and New Prime, who both failed the jumps. The others made it, with the now 108 high as the knockout pace. Yeah, plus 1.4 is elimination. And no one is really risking anymore at the top. Like, 107.5 is, you know, good, comfortable pace to start at, but it's far from what we saw in Qualifier. That would bear... This is bad. This is very... This is... Does he make it? I'm sorry, Liquid. That was painful to watch. That was... No, but he was gonna be plus 10, guys. He'd have to respawn the start. Liquid is now solid. Oh, double DNF! Okay, let's see a world record. 2 DNFs. Okay, Heave trying. I can't believe Heave is in with that mistake, but that's why you probably shouldn't DNF. Is anyone gonna get it here? Epos pushing for world record. Posito Paco up front though. Oh, okay, loses a bit of speed. Who is going to stroke their ego the most by winning this round, which absolutely no longer matters? Neon winning the round with a 107.3. Indeed a bit faster because they have the luxury of just respawning if they make a mistake. Yeah, that was a chaotic start. I don't know what happened to Melio. He actually maybe could have been in, right? Because he respawned at the drop down. Now it's like, yeah, 7-8 seconds into the map. Update world record on screen. I think it's updated. Or did I not update it? Let me quickly do that. Oh, I put the wrong name. I apologize. I put the wrong name. One moment. It's by Epos. Thank you for telling me. Alright, let's go. Who we are on board with, by the way. Is Mudda doing this no slide? He's not. I do actually think that the no slide is really difficult. It might only be something he wants to use in later rounds. Neon's made a mistake here. It's the classic, you win a round and you go out right after. It might happen to him, the curse of being first. There is something psychological about it, I'm sure, where you get so comfortable risking for a while, and then you kind of forget that you cannot do that every time. So if you ever get a first place, suddenly it's a lot harder the next round. Someone's jumping very high there. They know the gap, and they are gonna stay in here. Nobody makes a mistake. Lingo and Mobby out. Lingo out, yep. Lingo is Lingoff. Lingo is, I was gonna say something about Duolingo, but I couldn't think of anything. Next round. Round number 8 of knockouts. Let's maybe watch Scrappy for a round. Scrappy had a bit of a bad start to the Elite Cups last week. He ended up around 30th, which is fine, but he is like known to be the best knockouts player that we have. So in Cup of the Day, super good. In Red Bull Faster, also really good. Except he lost to Pack in a 1v1 there. That's why he didn't make it to top 8 in Red Bull Faster. So now we'll see how he gets along. He did have a good qualifier. As Neon is now back to first place pace, okay. Fun to see. Very close round here. Tween and Key in the red spots. Key half a second behind everybody though. And now into the quarter pipes. Flimsy in the red, jumping too high perhaps. Needs a more aggressive approach for the last couple of jumps. He's down there with Key, and I don't think... Oh, someone clipped the last. He's gonna pass them. Oh no. He's out. Unfortunate. He was driving really well, but just... Onya more like, oh no, yeah. Nah, he was driving really fast, but it was just, like a flip-flop. It was one round close to first, one round where he makes a mistake down towards last. But very fun to see his return. I do hope he keeps playing the Elite Cups. Really cool to see all legends returning to compete. Ay, that is not good for Josh, whatever's just happened. 1.8. And at this stage, it does give the players that are in the field just the ability to save. Like at this point, you have the luxury of not going too close to the inside corner here and clipping. You have the luxury of not going too far on the outside. 2 seconds is a lot. Oh, but that is gonna be Key out. I would be very surprised if he survives. Neon's made a mistake as well, and it looks to be a double Polish elimination here. Unless someone messes up the quarter pipes. I'd say it's more likely if you go to the right side that you do, because of low speed. Someone clipped again. But they're fine. Yeah, they're fine. Neon and Key out. Neon with great pace, but lacking consistency. Guys, we gotta get better with the punts. I'm not seeing our finest work with the punts. Let's watch Otak for a round. I'm sure he is very eager to show his potential after not even getting the chance to play. His game crashed at the start of last week's cup. So all his practice was basically for nothing. And we are looking at the 2023 Trackmania World Champion. Or 2024 with Bren. And also XP Evo winner. He is very good in solo formats, Otak. Not to be underestimated. Saw 2 people clip the jump there, so those are likely to be our knockouts. It was J Swag who got the worst of it. Yawn trying to fight for survival. Worker has the right side line, that I know. So he might extend ahead, but Scrappy in trouble. Scrappy in a lot of trouble right now. I'm not gonna risk looking for the name tag. Wosile made a mistake and is out. Wosal made a mistake at the end there, and he is the one eliminated with plus 1.8. Says there's no way GG. Unfortunate. Yeah, there's really no room for error at all. Trying to look at the field right now to see who perhaps is the biggest surprise so far out of the players that are in. Really, nobody. Nobody's a surprise, but one player I haven't seen in a long time is Legu. Very good at French maps. Like, that's an actual map style. The French tracks where there's a lot of pillars and a lot of obstacles. Has done really well in Serrator Cups in the past. So fun to see him back. Also, Avon barely missed out on qualifying to Elite Cup previous week. Now he's in the field. Used to compete in Trackmania 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when this was... Oh, was that Wizzy who went straight into the pillar and respawned? There was a British car, at least, I think I saw. Someone had a huge respawn there. And so this is the fight to look at. Basti's gonna survive. Is Tween out? No, it was Coco and Reiso, I think it was, that crashed the pillar. Yeah, that was horrifying to watch. Like, just car headed straight for the pillar. Reiso out. Fastest way only loses a player. And Coco as well. Someone said last week, Coco going back to the farm. I was wondering if we want to do camera 7 for the end, guys, to maybe get a cinematic point of view. Here we at least have a good overview. A little bit hard to see where we're at on the track, perhaps. So close, though. Not the best start for Scrappy again. But fighting his way back. Onto the outside. I think we saw one player touch. That was Flimsy. Grenadi also at the tail of the field. And it's not decided yet, but seeing a very high number on your car is going to add a lot of stress. And that might make you overthink as you go into the last jumps. Now we get to see how the favorites deal with the pressure. Scrappy Grenadi. Sarah has a fantastic identity. He's going to be fine. Wizzy last before that part. And it is actually going to be Flimsy and Wizzy out. Plus 1.2 for Wizzy. $1.2 behind only. Among, 40 players. Crazy stuff. Grenadi cannot see the number on his car. You know what? That's true. That is a buff with playing Camp 3. You just ignore the number on your car. That's not bad. Alright, let's watch. I'm gonna click 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're watching Pack. Look at this car skin. My god. Vitality have cooked up something beautiful. That's nice. That is really nice. That looks like a transformer or something. Worker and Dog Zinks out. That is a huge respawn. Too far to catch up at this point. Now we can get to see. Worker goes on the right side. Does he pass Dog and Basti with this? Jumps very far. Tough recovery to make. Does make it. Tween also struggling with a bit of speed. J-Dawn might not make the last jump. Worker is in. But yeah, it was J-Dawn who clipped. And doesn't make it across. Other than that, 108.7 now. The knockout pace. Most players down to 108 flat or below. J Dunn, yeah. J Dunn. He did pretty well in the first one though. There was a question on Twitter by Musa about players that you think will have a lot of potential to reach top 10. And some people said Jadon. He's a young talent. So I don't think he's going to be too upset about performances so far. Still lots of time to get some good performances in. Mullet clips. Otak still by far in the red. Now tries to no slide to gain a little bit extra. Passes Mullet, but he needs something else. Nobody clipped on the platform. Outside dirt. I think they all got through clean, but Tween didn't risk it that much, and so Otak is a lot closer. Does he no slide here too? No, decides to just speed slide through. Road Taker though, the target that he's chasing. Half pipe coming up. Mullet perhaps too far without any mistakes. First jump. Road Taker goes right side. Asion is right there. Otak is past 1, past 2. Otak likely to be fine, but who is actually going out? So hard to tell. It's Letster and Dog. Double German knockout here. Unfortunate for them. 2 clips in the identity. Those were the players that Otak passed. Who let the dog out? Okay. Alright. That's not bad. That's a good one. That's very silly. But I can appreciate that. Let's start with Road Taker in this round. Just trying to give you guys a bit of a wide perspective. Remember my first run on this, guys. 110. That would be out every single time. Even Otak, who made a mistake, drove a 108.8 with that, you know? Like, these guys are so fast that even if you drive a crashless run yourself, you'd lose to them 100 out of 100 times. Unless they have a very bad respawn. Grenadi in the red. There was a mistake. He's gonna be in the clear for now. Oh, not even. Not even. He's actually still in the red against Jan. Too wide here, perhaps. Oh, he needs a miracle. Snow has clipped on the identity, and that lets him pass. He does also pass a couple others. Soldier in trouble, jumps too high, and Snow remains ahead. The Soldier and Neil out. Soldier and Neil out in 35th and 36th. Now, it is important to bring up that the point distribution means that it doesn't matter so much if you get 64th or if you get like top 20. They're about the same thing. If I quickly show you guys the leaderboard, you'll get what I mean. For getting knocked out in 35th to 36th, you get 30 points. And for getting, 12th, you get 84. So, since only your top 5 results count out of 10 competitions, this can just be considered like a failed attempt, at getting the big points. So, for players that go out now, it's unfortunate. They've spent a lot of time training and not gotten the results they were expecting. But there's still many opportunities left. Many opportunities left. We have a close round. Tween with a mistake. And the points are decided this way to really make players strive for the top 10s. And to have some suspense. What if a player scores 1,000 in the last step and overtakes a bunch of people, To add that cinematic element. Alcon close to the bottom, but he's fine. Nako passes. Lego passes Nako, but it's Bestie out with 108.8. Can we watch Alcon one round? Of course. Of course. Alright. Let's do it. So out of the fancy strats we saw, nobody's really pushing yet. They are kind of banking on the fact that rounds will be decided by mistakes still, although tiny ones. But the fascinating thing is going to be, when do people actually start using these tricks that we've seen? The dirt no slide over here, the low jump in the middle with, even more airtime reduced. Those kind of things. Alcon doing a tiny one. There's also another no slide. Through the middle part. No big gaps yet. Very close. Everybody has gotten through cleanly. Insta air brake for Alcon to get this nose down, but that looked scary. That looked really scary. He does get by the corner. And now it's time to see who gets eliminated. We are on board with Charlich and Birdie as we go into the ending. Charlich passing Birdie, I believe. Avon is there. Jan clips and Nyko is lagging a bit, but that's okay. He's still there. Avon versus Charlich, and Avon snipes the end. Better or worse, guys? The cinematic ending. It's a bit easier to see left side versus right side then, but harder to see the actual finish straight. I think worse as well. Trying out here. We're trying out. Now we know. Sorry we missed some of the action there. Alright, let's watch Carl Jr. for a round. He's kind of gone unnoticed, and I think he is just finding some comfort in the middle of the field. He's not pushing too much, not risking too much, but he's just always getting through. As we have Alcon in last, the fan favorite. Is he gonna pull some tricks out of the hat now? It's a great time to do it. Someone touched, that was it. Grenadi touching in the outside. Uncharacteristic mistake by him. Typically very good on dirt, and dirt outside especially. And he's in a lot of trouble. This is a gap he cannot clear on his own unless there are someone else that makes a mistake. Snow has low speed. This is going to be the battle he has to hope for. Goes right side together with Snow. They both get it. Nitek is there as well. Nitek gets a good landing though. Brennan is struggling as well. I think Grenadi's made it. And Bren barely makes it as well. Oh my god, two big mistakes. Means that Bren is safe, Grenadi's safe. And Snow there, all in that last battle. Unfortunate for Birdie and Rossi though. But yeah, it is about 200 jumps, guys, that they have to do across these half pipes through if they intend to win the match. You have to clear that 200 times in a row. Each half pipe jump, so not easy. You fail once, you're out. Birdie back in the cage. I'm glad you guys are having fun. That is important. Not a no slide? He did it. Look at this. He was 23rd, and at the next checkpoint he's gonna be like 10th? 14th. Okay, past 10 people with that. But now he's all the way up into almost first. And the nose dive. I don't know if he likes that, because it is quite scary. Up at first. Pack and Mime. Oh, but look. Pack could get saved here if someone messes up. It takes one missed jump by someone. They all have enough speed for now. Heave's struggling. But they all make it, I think. They all make it. Oh, that is a big knockout. Vitality and Novice players both out. And Mulla scrapes by. Pack and Mime in one round, both earlier than they would have hoped for. I'm not sure what happened for Pack. But yeah, he got 48th last time, 27th or so this time. Definitely not up to his standards. So many rounds to go in the Elite Cup. 8 more play days to score points. Top 26. There's only going to be a few more 2 knockout rounds before we go to 1 player knocked out per round. And then it is, on paper, easier to survive for the first couple, as you only need to rely on one player making a mistake before you can chill out So close here though. Avon in a lot of trouble. On board with Zerar. I think he goes right side, if I remember right. Sets up early to have the space to do it. Yep, there he goes. Bran up. This is not good for Bran. One missed jump there, missed approach. The others all make it by the looks of it. And Bran out now. Bran Avon. Also not something we expected to see, but yeah. 108.2 is the pace. So really, really sick rounds being played. Bran got 25th both times. That is pretty crazy. Who is the Snow guy? Snow's a very good player as well. He used to play in the Trackmania Grand League Challenger division, so the one below the top 16. And then he has also done really well in the French Serrator Cups, but another one of these players that typically doesn't compete unless there's a huge tournament. He doesn't play Cup of the Days and such, so you might not have seen him. Really, really good. Also saw someone ask who's the favorite. I have not at all been paying attention to the front pace, like who's been winning a lot of rounds. I do feel like I've seen Mudda up there again consistently though. Alcon as well. Mola right now has been in the red a lot of times. Is one of these gonna send him out right now? Gets by as Charles made a mistake. And we go into the quarter pipe. Legu has 4th gear, but loses it here. And therefore loses a ton of speed. Mola passes him. This is for survival. Glust is behind Legu. And Glust is out. Charles going back to the chocolate factory. Apples as well, standing out as a favorite. Bro, half the lobby is French. It's a French map, and Trackmania Esports is historically very French. A lot of players started playing because of French streamer Serrator. And Compete also because of that. So that's where a lot of these players are from. Like, well, their origin in the game, you could say. The game is French as well, but I think that's where you see the biggest inspiration for these guys. Here's take a look at Binks. We saw Mudda, he won last time. Binks got 2nd. Grenadi was 3rd. He's kind of flown under the radar so far. I do want to check out Alcon though in red. Another slow start for him. Carl Jr. down there as well. Nobody missing on the outside. Nighttech slow. Oh, Scrappy! That was a gigabonk, as they say. And he is gonna be out, I think. Still hasn't crossed the checkpoint. Crosses there, 4.5 seconds behind. And there is really no coming back from that. If it was single knockout, maybe. It's not trivial to survive all the jumps. But with 2 knockouts, it's a bit too much to hope for. And again, Mola in that orange spot, the last one in. He's hanging on by a thread right now. Scrappy back to the junkyard. I'd advise you not to type that. Because you might just end up banned in his stream. Unfortunate for Scrappy. We go into the top 20. Like, I'm not gonna do anything, but there's a history of getting expelled from the chat if you're not kind in his stream. Mudda with the no slide, not passing as many people as you'd think. Carl Jr. with a really bad dirt line. He's gonna be last on the checkpoint now. Quite a lot of time lost there for Carl. And no fourth gear. Okay, Mulla makes a mistake and makes this very interesting because it was about to be really, really tough for Carl. He's still in the fight with Snow here. Only one of them can go through. Perhaps someone else will fail. Carl on the left side, Snow on the right. Snow though jumping too high on each jump, hoping someone will clip, but nobody makes a mistake and Carl gets by with one spot in the clear. Also noticing Road Taker, guys, winning several rounds in a row now. Has found good flow there. Any idea why Cup of the Day averages 2,500 players, but Cup of the Week only gets 800? I think it's a bit demoralizing to know that you would be racing against the best in the world. If you're Division 1, you'd have to practice a lot. But not only that, people also want to watch the Cup. Like, if you're playing yourself, you cannot watch the 64 best players in the world competing. So that is the main reason, I think. More fun to watch the pros play here than competing yourself. At least that's what I think, but we'll see. Night Tech now in the red. If you don't get on the white of this outside line, it can be really tricky. Granati didn't have it now, and look at his speed. He's down in last because of that. And missing Oppa. Bumping too much on the inside and therefore losing the gear up the hill. Cost about half a second. Can he afford that? Can he make it back in the jumps? Night Tech on the left. Granati catching up a bit. But it's not enough yet. It's not enough. Elcon barely staying in ahead of Night Tech. 108.3 the elimination time. Granati, who got 3rd last week, 18th this time around. It was that missed outside and the bump thereafter. He could afford one of them, but not both. Top 16 now. 1 knockout per round from this point onward. Until we have the last player standing, and they're going to be the winner. And after there's only 8 players left, guys, the points ramp up drastically. Right now, if you get eliminated, you would get 68 points. But if you make the top 8, it's 100. And from there on out, every position gains you like over 100 points. So, this is when the real battle begins. You have to survive 26 rounds in a row to even have a chance to play for the big points. And now we are there. Appos with a bit of a miss, but gets back on the outside line. Crucial for him. Also gets good no airtime there. Affi, I believe, was the one in last, but now it might be Serrar, yeah. And we go into the half pipe, quarter pipe jumps once more. Serrar on the right side, we know that. So far we're seeing only 4 players left on the right side. Asian with a mistake. That might be him going out. I don't think anyone else failed. Heave clipped. Never mind. Never mind, I take back what I said. Thought Asian's high jump was gonna be detrimental, but Heave clipped. Heave out. I think Heave was top 10 last time. I can pull up the leaderboard, so I'm giving accurate information, guys, so I'm not just speculating. Sorry about this. Sorry. Alright, we're back. Yo. Bro, this is... My bad. There we go. Thank God. Alright, let's watch the round first. Round 27. 15 players left. Road Taker! Appa! Touched on the outside. Not over yet. Otak! Sideways. The nosedive too powerful. More powerful than he expected to be. And Road Taker gets saved here for no. I said get saved, but he has to jump so high. This is gonna be close. Otak is so fast. Is there any way he... No! He clips as well! Is there any way he survives what I was about to say? And he could have. But he clips again. And that you cannot survive. Very unfortunate. Alright, let's see. Now I have the leaderboard, guys. Now I have all the data ready. So, top 14. Most of these players have been there before. Alcon, Carl, Binks. Some new faces too. Rotaker didn't get this far last time. Mora might do the no slide again. I think he started adding it in every round. Little bit weaker this time again than he would have liked. But still enough to pass a lot of people. And it does extend for a long time. Into the dirt. They all get up on the outside. I think they all had it. Oh, this is such a close round. Josh getting a great nosedive. Doesn't clip. Sarar now last. Plus 38 for him. But everyone in 107 mid to high pace. Great speed for Sarar. Has 4th gear. More speed than Legu at the minimum. Anyone from the left side he could pass. Elcon is there. Elcon in trouble. Elcon with a great low jump, and he passes Asion, who I think... No, Afi. Afi clipped the worst. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. One thing? Alright. Afi unfortunately out. Afidersen, as someone said last time. Afi was 15th last time, now 14th. And this is the round that Carl Jr. went out last time. He got unlucky number 13. Asian with a huge mistake, plus 0.9. Gonna watch the field from Legu's point of view. If they all do not make any mistakes, they will be fine. Oh, Nako's so close to the wall. Still fine. Nobody making a mistake here. Legu has lost a bit of time towards Asian though. The gap was closer for a moment. Now it's still 0.7 in his favor. And the jumps, it should be a formality for these guys, but it is still a bit hard. Only 3 players on the right side. 4 with Asian there. He's made a comeback. Asian passed Sarar, but there was 1 behind Sarar. 2. Apos clipped, and Jan clipped worse. I'm trying my best, guys, to catch the cars, but it's really hard to see properly. Like, sometimes they clip when they're out of frame and stuff, and I have no idea. Jan out in 13th. Great performance by him on keyboard. Fun to point out. Different input devices. Now, who to follow? Who to follow? Again, maybe Mara for the no slide over here to see. What if he got 2 in a row? That would be crazy. That would be completely crazy. This time it's a very good one. Good enough to make it worthwhile. And one of the only reasons he can do this consistently is the steering wheel. Mara made the decision to switch from controller to steering wheel in 2024. And now you could argue he has become even better on steering wheel than he ever was on controller. And he tweeted recently saying, you know, I think it was worth the move. He spent a couple of thousand hours now learning the steering wheel. But the precision it gives is so overpowered when you're used to it. Sarar here trying his best. Postito Paco has made a mistake. And this time we do not need to wonder who it's going to be. Paco is out in 12th. Plus 0.84. He got 11th last time and 12th now. So still good. It's pretty good for the overall nation's standings. But yeah, unfortunate for the Esports World Cup standings for him. Top 11. Let's look at Josh's point of view. He's had many close calls this match. Almost out in numerous rounds. And he didn't get this far last time, but now in the big leagues. Clean run through there. Nico plus half a second already. Just tiny things that have gone wrong. No crash necessarily, just the details. Alcon has missed the outside a bit. Still fine, but the speed is different. Does he make it across? Yes, he does. Oh, that's an unfortunate landing. I think he actually got somewhat of a landing bug. He lost the gear. Maybe he didn't have it to begin with. What can he do now? That's a good attempt, but he has to release to just his line. And last jump. The fairy tale ends here for Alcon. They all made it across. Curious what happened on the landing, because these dirt blocks have different seams. And if you land close to that corner, the bump on the red there, that might have slowed him down enough to lose the gear. It's about as far as Alcon got last time too, if I remember correct. No, he got 20 rounds last time. Forget what I said. Got further this time, but there wasn't a risky strat for him to YOLO every round. Right now, the player I'm the most curious about, one of the players I'm the most curious about is Rotaker. Also, Carl and Epos, how far they will go. Mudda and Binks, the favorites from last week, if you're just looking purely at results. And then some outside contenders like Serar, Azion, Legu, and Nico. Josh as well can join that category. Nice jump by Legu. Barely holds on to fourth gear. It's so crucial for the speed. Azion 0.7 behind. Does he get the good quad pipe jump now? Starts out good. Looks like everyone on the left side made it. Now they rejoin. And Azion remains in last. Doesn't make the comeback happen. Still a very strong result. 10th place. Top 10, you score 92. So now the points are getting really good. 92 for 10th, 96 for 9th. And then it's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Every round from here on out is very important. The points you get almost double each round. So nobody wants to go out just before the points get juicy. This should be a very fast round, guys. At this point, there's not much to safe anymore. They're just full sending Mudda very wide there. That is a decent no slide. Jumps wide to make sure the landing is not bumpy. And overtakes a bunch. It's top 2 UK right now. And the bottom 3 were all French at that split. What comes after the jumps here? Mudda wide, almost as wide as Alcon, but still keeps fourth gear. And what a round, guys. 0.2 between everybody. This is an insane round before we get to the quarter pipes. Rotaker in a little bit of trouble. Lowest speed into the jumps. Goes right side. Clips! And that might be GG. Carl made a mistake too. Josh clipped the last one. But Rotaker, one big speed loss there. Everybody else, though, on 107 pace now. Unfortunate. Very fun to see. The nations forever players competing. But that is as far as he got. Top 8 now. 100 points on the line. And it's really fascinating to see just how consistent Mudda and Binks have been to 2 cups in a row get here. Nico as well got 10th last time, now in the top 8. Other than that, it is all new names on the top 8. Nico 0.2 behind, jumps typically quite wide into this. And then gets on the outside, Zerar. can he make anything happen here? He's really at the mercy of the others, like we've seen with these mistakes. You clip, you really can only hope for someone else to crash worse. But they will now know the splits. There's Binks! Oh! Binks bonks. And gets eliminated in a round where he probably could have saved a bit. It's hard to know though if you play with the interface off, but still a good performance. Little bit worse than what he probably would have hoped for. Serrar has been in the yellow so much, he really has, and somehow scrapes by once again. Now guys, 200 points is secured at the minimum for all the players. But if you survive one more round, it's 300. It stacks up. At this point, I want to watch Carl Jr. for a bit. How is the GOAT feeling in this field? We haven't really seen much of him, for better or worse. He's never pushed for the top, but he's also never been that close to elimination. Only in the orange once that I can remember. Gets a good approach on the outside. Mudda very close there. Epos also very close on the outside. Across the middle dirt jump. They all make it. Again though, it's a French battle for survival. Legu passes Serrar, who once again finds himself at the bottom of the field. Josh too low, clips and is likely eliminated. I'm still seeing all other 6 players make it, and yeah, that is the cup for Josh. 7th place. 200 points though, and that is basically tied for the best UK performance. So he will for now be in contention for the top spot in the UK, but Epos is still in and is likely to take that away. Top 6. Who is it gonna be? Oh, that is not really good. Really, like, you can't really crash here and expect to come back, I don't think, because it's so early in the round as well. Like, if it's later on and people haven't noticed the splits, maybe it's harder, but here it's a long, easy part for the pros. They know the splits. And for Serrar, this might be it. It would take a lot. Legu's lost a gear. Hold on. Hold on. We're counting him out, but he says not until we reach the finish line. It's not over. Legu versus Serrar, both on the right side. We see the left side players have all made it. Serrar is pushing. He was down a second. He was behind Legu. And now he claims his spot in the top 5. Crazy stuff. He gained half a second towards Mudda after his mistake. He drove 107.2 pace. Like, that was not plot armor, guys. That was like, I mean, spoilers. That was like Sir Duncan in A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. He was looking lost, but he said not on my watch. He got up. Great show, by the way. Top 5. Cheering for Serrar now. The hero story continues. Carl Jr. and Epos. Bottom 2 on that split. And Mudda going wide for the no slide overtakes them again. And it is so volatile when it's only 1 health point in knockouts. We've seen knockouts with 3 hearts, with golden rounds. Here it's just 1 mistaken out. And right now it is actually still Carl in last. But he is so good at often surviving with the margins on his side. He finds the 100th when he needs an. Epos gets a no slide straight into the wall. So Carl does not need to push here, but maybe isn't aware of the split yet. They do still all make it. And Epos out there. problem is that gap that they're going through is a neo slide typically. If you start steering and you don't steer for long enough before you add brake, the car will not start a drift. It will just brake and you get a sharper turn than you're expecting. You go straight into the wall. Top 4. Great performance for Epos. With 5th place, that is a whole lot of points. 400 points for Epos. But now it really gets insane, the points you can earn. Are we gonna have a Carl Jr. Meta Finals? Is Serrar gonna continue his hero run? Is Nico gonna come out of nowhere, who's typically been one of the slowest starters on this map? We've seen him in the red a lot. Is he gonna have something to say about all this? Right now, struggling to keep up a bit. Needs to find it in the outside dirt. Risks the corner. Risks the clip. Doesn't get it. And stays alive. Carlos missed the outside. And that's a lot of speed now that he does not have. Into the ending section. It's again Carl in last who has to find something. And he typically doesn't go on the right side of Carl. Is he going to do it now? Is he going to change up his line? Typically goes left side. And he is going to stay to left side again. We have Sarah on the right side. Makes it. And Carl is left trailing by a lot here. Carl Jr. is not going to win this Elite Cup. He goes out in 4th place. The 108.1. Crazy pace from the guys up front. It's Mata versus the 2 French players, Serrar and Nico. And how sick from Serrar. Like, he could have gone out in, was it 7th? Was it 6th? And only scored 200. Now he's fighting for 600 points or higher. Nico, Serrar, Mata. Mata guaranteed a whole lot of points in the overall standings. Ridiculous stuff by him. Serrar pushing that drift. Look at the line. Across the grass, barely balancing down the hill. Again, Nico. Slow starter, but very good on the outside line in the middle. Mata setting up his no slide here. Has been doing this the last 10-15 rounds. And again, it is going to pull him up into 1st place. But Nico is there now, closer than he typically is. Good position for him. His strengths lie here. He misses a bit, and now it's Mata. It's Mata down in 3rd. Nobody really would have predicted him to go out this round, I think. And he is challenging Nico up front. Great dirt nosedive. Serrar 0.4 behind. So, I was gonna say he could still make it, but he clipped in the entry to the quarter pipes. No speed to make anything happen. And we will have Mata versus Nico in the final. Is Mata gonna get the double against the World Elite? Or is Nico, whose best performance was 10th place last week, gonna beat the Thunder from Down Under? His consistency is incredible. Probably 150 heart rate again for Mata. Another final for him. 1,000 points for 1st place, 700 for 2nd. Here we go. Mata jumps more to the left in the start. Good speed slide. And it's really going to come down to how close can Nico stay in the start, because if he doesn't fall behind, he will have a great shot at this. This is a great start for Nico. Now into where Mata goes for his no slide. How good is it going to be? Sets up early. Nico tries as well. It's worse for Nico. It's about 0.2 if I had to guess before the outside dirt. Nico risks across the clip. Doesn't get any slowdown. Good for him. And he is now very close. Into the middle jumps. Does Mata get a good nosedive? That looks solid. Pushes ahead out of the dirt. 0.2 gap for Mata. Just needs to not mess up the quarter pipes. And he will win 2 in a row. Nico, though, in striking distance. Here we go, the last 4 jumps. Good for both. Nico on the right side, Mata on the left. Nico is ahead, Mata comes back. Last jump will decide it. Mata, lower air time than Nico, and an inside line to win back-to-back Elite Cups, 2 in a row. What an incredible performance to do that. We're talking 78 rounds of flawless gameplay. Back-to-back weeks of 1,000 points, and I think we can expect to see Mata in both the EWC and the ENC with these two. 153 heart rate. Incredible stuff. he could actually afford to sit out a few times now. We are gonna take a look at Mura's point of view and see his reactions in the last rounds there. Last time he decided it was decent. Not sure you guys remember, he decided, oh, decent performance. Let's see what he says now. He's typing. Typing a storm. Wait, spoilers. Okay, here we go. This is the start of the last round. 145 heart rate. You guys know that's really fast. Like that. How do you keep calm and not make mistakes with 140 heart rate? It has to be mostly adrenaline and not nerves. Like the people that can perform while they're this stressed, it is remarkable. So let's see what he sees. Right now he's just focusing on his line, I think. His entire desk is shaking by how violently he's steering on the steering wheel. Sees it's very close. Gets a good nose slide. Knows that's pretty solid. Sees Nyko is there with him. Then probably a bit of stress by missing the outside here. Knows that wasn't ideal. Great air rake though. Nyko's so good in that middle, by the way. Kudos to him, of course. Cam 3 drift, interesting. And now across. He doesn't know it, of course, but we saw Nyko temporarily ahead here. But he gets the job done. Inside line. More stressful than last week. 154 heart rate. People are saying no sound unusable meat. Enable it for you guys. One moment, guys. Alright, now.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and my chat's frozen.
I mean, actually insane. Still no org, by the way, guys.
Yes. Oh, I wanted that one. I really wanted.
Sarah for third was crazy. Yeah, he fought so much. Like, Buckley, can you count how many times Sarah was close to elimination in the orange or red splits? Because it has to be close to 10 rounds. And also, Mura, no org announced yet. How crazy is that, guys? Like, whichever org is ending up signing Mura could have had just like, they signed a player and he instantly won 2 big tournaments back to back.
That one. Even more than last week. Whew.
He is a sought after player, I can tell you guys that much. Why Mura not on jet lag? Because I got severely outbid. and of course, very happy for Mura that he's receiving big offers. But yeah, he is a sought after player.
Holy moly.
He's gonna end up on, hopefully,
I enjoyed that one.
a great org.
0 mistakes.
But yeah,
I
what
mean,
a performance.
I had small errors, but 0 mistakes. 0.
I don't know if you guys saw the stat from last week, but there was a statistic about Mura's performance in the first Elite Cup, where this was his positions across each round. So of course, like first round, there's 64 players left, etc. Look at this streak overall. I think his streak this time will look very similar. He had, from like after the early rounds, just first, second, everything top 10 except for 1/20th, and most of it in the top 5, right? Most of it in the top 5, and we saw him near the top again a lot. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Show the overall leaderboard. Is it updated yet? Oh, it is updated, yeah. So after two cups are played, you guys should be able to see it. We have the current top 8 is here. So Epos, Gwen, Carl Jr., Zerar, Heroics, Grenadi, Nico, Vinx, and Mudda would be the EWC players. Yeah, and disappointing from us with 5th last time and now 59th. But you are seeing some standout players like Binks and Mudda seem to have understood how to play this format really well with those 2 performances top 10. Nico as well, 10th and 8th, only marginally worse so far. And then there are some players that, you know, they have a lot of pace, like your Alcon, your Gwen, Pack as well, a big question mark so far. They have the pace, but they are just making these mistakes. Mudda more than double the points a second, yeah. The thousands are so valuable. So like, it is very hard to imagine him not going into the top 8 with 2,000 points, even if because only your best 5 results count. So like, for him to get dethroned, someone would have to average, they would have to average getting 400 points for 5th place to tie him. But if he just gets like some mediocre results, you're talking they have to average close to 4th place. Pusito Paco seems unfair for 14th considering his placements. Yeah, 11th and 12th. It's just like if you get one of those big scores, you're gonna propel ahead. Like at this point, guys, even if you haven't played the first 2, you could immediately jump into 2nd place by winning 1, right? That's how strong the 1st place points are. So yeah, incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible stuff. What do they feed the French players? Yeah, they're doing so well. So if you look at the Esport Nations Cup standings, you only count the best player from each country. So for France right now, you only count Binks. They're playing for the same spot, all the French players, all the UK players. And so right now, for example, Nighttech would be in, Tween would be in the top 16 of the ENC. Charles still in, Rossi, Jan for Slovenia, Stuffs for Netherlands, unfortunate for Spam that he didn't qualify this time. Solja for Belgium, probably, yeah, only slightly ahead of Scrappy. They're playing for the same spot. Roadtaker now best of the Polish, passing Mime. And Alcon best for Czech Republic. Not sure there's many others contesting for that spot. Basti and Hill. And then Uffy, Switzerland, one of the only Swiss players. Pusito Paco, I think the only Hungarian playing. You have Richo as well, but I haven't seen him. Carl Jr. looking pretty good for Canada, looking very likely. Who's 2nd best for Australia? That is a great question. Biowak and J-Swag are both New Zealand, so I don't think there is anyone in Division 1. Who's the best Norwegian? I think it's Sinks. Yeah, it's Sinks with 26 points. But to get to EWC, you'd still have to be one of the top 16 nations and have the most points in your nation. So it's not just like be the best player from your country. You see the red X here means that Sweden aren't qualified, for example, Turkey aren't qualified. Yeah. Probably top 12 or so will be safe for EWC because of DreamHack qualifiers. True that DreamHack is gonna make it a bit easier, yeah. Like, a lot of Muddas, for example, main contenders will also, you know, play the DreamHack qualifier and they might get through there. Super interesting though. Let me show you guys that announcement if you didn't see it. DreamHack Birmingham in March, in about 1 month, is having a Trackmania tournament. They haven't had Trackmania at DreamHack since 2010 or so. And they used to be so hype. You had a legendary match of Frostbuel versus Corian at DreamHack. DreamHack Summer 2009. DreamHack Winter 2008. Rare footage of them playing in the grand final. This was Trackmania Esport, guys. 16 years ago-ish. It's a little bit rough, the quality here. But this right here is Frostbuel, and to the right is Corian. They're driving a warm-up, so we skip the warm-up. Who was the Dutchie? Oh, I don't know. Wait, he paused. I don't know. But there's a video of these two guys competing as well. That's a little better. Can't find it right now. I have no idea who the Dutch player is. But there's a really, I think the last one here was very good. And this was like Corian's breakthrough. So it would be cool if... What? Oh, so Corian won the last round. Here. Yeah, this is an iconic moment. Corian wins. He beat the world champion, and nobody had heard of Corian that much before. And now they're saying Frostbuel threw his controller. Oh, JWH. That guy is one of the most unlucky players. If you guys didn't know. Trackmania JWH bug compilation. He... Wait, I gotta find... Before 2015 or something. He got so many bugs in matches that he made a compilation of them. This is before they fixed Ramstein bugs. So in Age Forever they competed with this. I was looking for like ancient footage of how aware are players of bugs, right? And then I found this, and it's such a gem. Like, this game, I love it, but it was absolutely dog water to compete in, because you'd be at the mercy of the game. Like, your car is just flying off track. Like, what do you do? There's another cinematic bug compilation that was done a couple of years later. What actually caused this bug? If you look at the road, you can see that it's built up of several blocks. Like here you can really see it. You see that line here? That is where one block meets the next. And that also applies to this gray line that goes from left to right. And exactly at those intersection points between blocks is where you could get these bugs, because you would crash into the start of the next block. They weren't perfectly connected. So like, this happens on every single one of these. Like there, if we slow this down, one moment. Here he is going exactly where green meets the checkpoint block, and that's why he crashes into the start of the next one. But when you're driving this fast, it is almost impossible to get this perfect every time. So you are just gonna get some in matches because you want to go close to walls. And yeah, if you didn't know, like, I mean, I'm feeling in a historic mood, guys. If you didn't know, this bug, for example, because we now know how it works, it's used in world record runs. So like, here's A09, and you have the same block combination. You have checkpoint into the green one, and you can use this to reduce airtime. A little fun idea. This saves so much time compared to not doing it because you got full speed. Is it deterministic? Yeah, it's the same thing. Like the other clip was 16 years ago, this was this year. it's the same thing. You drive across the connection point, you get the ram. Is it skill or random? I mean, you have to know what you want to aim for, but then you also have to have the precision to actually, like, to get the exact millimeter precision on this. I think you're just gonna have to drive enough runs until it happens, and then not choke, you know? Like this, you don't get this bug that often. Now you have to not choke. But if you want to see more bugs, I was gonna bring up another fun video for you guys. Trackmania Speed Soar, bugs on the road. Recommend you guys watch this montage on your own, because it has really good music, but it's copyrighted. It's Cravella, iconic. This was like, before any history videos, anything like that, people made montages, they made cinematics. And typically no voice, just banger music and like cool shots of things going wrong for pro players. Truman, think of the 50 months. I think this guy bugged on top of a block or something. Like he flew so far. Yeah. Not fun. Not very fun. ESL match and that happens. Okay. Opa. There's also one where, speaking of Karjan and Frostbuel, they crashed the same round from bug. Jesus. Wait, was there a Sonio from Belgium? Back in 2012? Sonio has some explaining to do. Sonio. Is there identity theft? Is there, what's going on here? Little suspicious, Sano. Sonio used to be so pro, and then the Sano guy appears out of nowhere. Man, Royal. Epic. This guy, Epic, is the guy who first started building Kaki maps. If you guys like watching Kaki, Epic here is one of the two French players that first started building these in 2012. It's him and Jerem kind of coined the term Kaki. Another Sonio bug. Trackmania, Karjan Frostbuel crash same round. Wait. Oh no, it's the Karjan Frostbuel 1v1, I think. EMS, yeah, it's this. Yeah, guys, this was like the Magnus versus Hikaru of Trackmania back in the day. And this is the moment I'm thinking of.
He's actually caught it. Wow.
My God.
I think
Karjan
they
made a
both
mistake in his
bugged the same
trajectory and
round.
lost a lot of speed. But
They drop down here, they
really
turn to the
close
right.
now. This jump's going to be really important.
Cinema. Yeah. Both bugged. You see they're both flying? And they both crash into the same border. The race goes on, you know? It's a 1v1. They both crashed from the bug. Like, you'd never get this anymore.
This jump will be very important, but still.
Oh,
no,
oh my God. Oh, oh my God. What?
Ooh, if you just saw that, they both crashed into the same area, so wow. But Karjan has better speed out the.
It's a tilter when you see this and you lose the round. Karjan, I think, won this 1v1.
Oh, I'm gonna type this in there.
There was no Twitch chat, guys. Like, for these matches, you were in game, you were spectating, you were respectfully not typing anything mid-round.
Pick up the round.
And then you just spam the in-game chat afterwards.
I'm gonna type this now.
Bring Dignitas back? Yeah, I mean,
into Trackmania.
They were the best team for a long time.
That's all I can say.
Sadjo, I think,
This was
41
completely
months.
unexpected. I mean, it's, oh my God. I recall something similar between Frostbuel and Gallo the German player. They crashed at the exact same spot.
I do not recall that one, but cool. Cool, fun. Fun to talk a little bit about Trackmania history. There's so much, guys. But I think, like, what people are, you know, really gonna remember are these big tournaments that are happening now. Like, it's so, like, these guys just played for, you know, the title of being the EMS X champion or whatever. But now it's like, these guys crawled so later generation could walk, and now the players can finally run, you know? They were just playing for street cred back in the days. And they were so damn good. But, yeah. They were good at the wrong time, I guess. You played for 3 months of ESL Premium? Like, that's what you'd win if you won these tournaments? That's crazy. Osman Diaz, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you also. I said giggity, thank you. That says Dignitas Carl. Is that Carl Jr. or old Carl? It's Carl Jr. And Carl Jr. used to actually be so troll. I don't know if there's footage of this, but there were some tournaments that had forced cars on. Let me see if I can find it. And Carl would be playing with a really troll car skin because he always played Cam 3, so you didn't see it anyway. We have to go way back for this. This is when Carl was like 13 or something. I mean, I don't even know how far you have to go back. Maybe Spam knows how to find footage of this. I remember something on Parrots Are Cool, but I don't know if I can find it. Like, he would use this red car skin, this huge red blob. Did you see your donation? No, sorry, I missed it. Could you do a video format where you play random maps and try the map one time, then see the world record, and try again and see if you can beat it? See how many maps you can set the world record on. You have to skip it if you don't get world record. Like a 2-run attempt at world record, I could try. Seems very hard. Thank you for the $3. That sounds fun. I've been meaning to do one where I play the map, I don't know what the leaderboard is or what the times are, and I stop when I think I've beaten the world record. So I play until I think I've beaten it. Yeah, Cam 3 used to be a buff. I kind of want to find this, but it's like I'm looking right now, guys, and we're seeing a lot of old stuff, but I'm not seeing this red car I'm thinking of. But yeah, look at this, guys. I mean, it's so crazy. People were making videos 17 years ago, highlighting their PBs or whatever. Some people screen recording matches. It's really insane. So much history. And that's why it's so cool to see people like Onio, like I was talking about in the cast. Like, he is from this generation. Onio is from this generation of players, and that's why it's so cool to see like him coming back to compete in the Elite Cups. Like, he's OG. Tony Trackmania Finale. What does that even mean? I'm holding out hope a little bit longer. Someone finds the Carl skin. If not, we'll go to the next thing. Tribute to Karian. 7-11, this was a very good team back in the day. You saw 19 years ago? Yeah, and because Trackmania had such good replay editor, like, you could render out things in high detail, higher than you could like record it. An amusing round 18 years ago. I mean, what? An amusing round. Let's see what was so amusing 18 years ago. I am amused indeed. Jimbo, thank you for the 34 months. All these things are like before 2012, yeah. Are you gonna play the Grand Enduro tomorrow? I think I will. I saw there was like a shortcut strat. So I think I will. But I have not done anything on the map at all. So I'll see if I end up like learning the thing or just winging it. Apex Twin, was that the song? Alright, it's a close race so far. Frostbuel though losing a bit of time here. Triple crash on the inside. Oh my. Oh my. Like, that's... Yep. People were crashing like that 18 years ago too. Title is warranted? Yeah, that's rare. Those were the days. Junior Clan Fam versus GSA. Clan wars were a really good thing too. When did players learn how to drift? I mean, already in 2006, people figured out it's possible. That's when the tech style emerged and became kind of the main thing. But there was no dirt early on, so tech and full speed became really established styles. And then dirt became like the ugly duckling of the map styles for a long time. Grass wasn't a thing at all. And so you had tech and full speed for a lot of years, then dirt kind of became more and more a thing. And then now we have so many new surfaces like plastic, wood, ice. You can see Carl Skin in the EMS Grand Final video during map change. You can? EMS Grand Final. Oh, in the podium you mean? You mean in the podium? Thank you, Loso. Yeah, look at this. This is iconic. Carl was playing with this in every match. And because it's Cam 3, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see the others. But they saw this sports car just blasting away. It's a Ferrari. I don't know which maybe some car guys know, but yeah. Ferrari 458. You called it a blob. Look, my memory is vague. There's another player who did this that I remember. This is a deep pull. Does anyone Does anyone know this guy? Gswa81 used to be by far and away the goat of dirt, and at one point he started playing with this car skin here, and he never stopped. How good were players back then compared to now? I mean, I tried in a video a while ago. I tried a while ago to beat one of Frostbuel's world records from 2008. Like beating Trackmania, beating Pro's oldest world records. I beat Spam. Spam was pretty bad. I beat Carl Jr.'s PB. That was pretty bad. But Frostbuel's PB from 2008 was very strong. Yeah, Spam, yours was not that hard. This is me trying to beat Mudas. I think I gave up. This is Gwen's oldest. Frostbuel's one might have not made the video. Yeah, I couldn't challenge Frostbuel's at all. I just lost. What map was it even? It was your own map. It was your own map. One of your first maps you uploaded a ghost. So it was like your author time or something. You're thinking more consistency, not hunted? I mean, I'd say the level was really high. Like for how little time they had and how little resources as well. You're 14 years old. No, I know, I'm trolling. Really good. It's like Frostbuel way ahead of his time. Karjan as well on tech. Way ahead of his time. And then... yeah, I don't know. You'd have to ask it like Bergie or Spam. Some of the old players. Didn't you cut the map with Frostbeel's record? I did, so I don't know. Did we do 2 parts? Maybe we did 2 parts. I feel like we posted that. It's so hard to remember. And then, because I clickbait the titles, I don't even know what the videos are called. Like, you can't even search for them. Because they're labeled so badly. Damn, bro. They're all like the greatest records of all time. Like, how am I supposed to search for anything? Terrible. Terrible. Ugly Carskin? Yeah, but he was so good. He was so good. The consequences of my actions are coming back to me. I'll look for a tiny bit for it, because I know roundabouts when it was posted. But might not be able to find it. No, it seems to only be... Seems to only be one video we did. Or? Yeah, I think so. Unless... No, I think it was 1. Okay. Will you ever try to beat Final Enigma like Smonial? Absolutely not. No chance. That map is way too hard. When does the cup start? It's actually just happened. We're just kind of doing a debrief, just chilling, talking about some fun things. And I guess I really want to try to get across how insane it is for the Trackmania esport players, like, that have been around for a long time, to see the evolution of what they're competing for and stuff. It's fun to talk about. Cup of the day. It's Saturday. I suppose I can play it. Yeah, let's play it. When RMC record. What's it at for 2026? Is it good? One moment. I can play Cup of the Day. Virtual pause recording. Oh, you're right, Buckley. Smart. Quicker upload times. Good comms. Good comms. You think Mura's still growing into the wheel and will keep improving? I mean, it's insane consistency. He has essentially not crashed 79 rounds in a row. He didn't really crash the first Elite Cup, and he didn't really crash now. What do you do if you're competing against that? He's also hoarding all the top points. I'm gonna quickly change title and update thumbnail and stuff, and then we're playing Cup of the Day. How's he so good? I don't know. That's why I signed him. That's why I signed him last year. But they say if you love something, let it go, and if it loves you, it will follow its dreams and enter the big leagues. That's what Meta did. So yeah, we're not announced yet, but hopefully it will be soon. Hopefully they gotta announce before the 3rd one, right? Like, they have lost out on so much good PR by not announcing it yet. They really should announce him. It is a lost opportunity. All right. Generic Cup of the Day thumbnail. Good. He's gonna get the announcement curse. Yeah. Could be. One next main channel video, you know, I wish I could say it was like right around the corner, but I haven't been doing so much the last 2 weeks or so. It's been so much stress with other things, but hopefully I'll have more time to get around to it. You should just announce for them and make it easier. I think I'd get in a bit of trouble if I do that. In theory, it's good for the others if Mudda keeps holding top points. Well, yeah, if everyone... I mean, it's good for the players that are behind. I think Naiko would have loved 1,000 points there. So, yeah. Do you have a contract with them? No, I'm not. Like, they're not playing for that lag. I can tell you guys that much. Gonna keep streaming? Yeah, we're playing Cup of the Day. It starts in 3 minutes. Take off roller display. Thank you. Thank you. And also can enable my keyboard. How's the day going? Yeah, we just watched the Elite Cup. Really exciting stuff. Is World Cup this year teams or solo? It's solo. There is a 2v2 league that was announced, but I don't know when things are happening with 2v2s. The main stuff is 1v1s. Next week it's USA, guys. Saturday. That's when this map is. The new Elite Cup. Elite Cup. We're on record on the campaign version by Shadowcrancer, but they fixed illegal wall bang here. You're not allowed to crash the wall, so... Competitive version, I think it's Naiko that has the record. This one, I think, is the easiest one for them to be consistent on. Depends on the quarter pipe jump, but there's just not a lot going on here for the pros. And Brazil is going to be the hardest one, I think, to be consistent on. They added a checkpoint to Brazil? Oh, they did? To patch the cut, right? Maybe this part here as well will be tough for the pros. Am I hunting map 12? You're top 80 on it? It was just to be part of the Cup of the Week. The only campaign maps I've hunted are for making sure I qualify Division 1 in Cup of the Week. It's been stressful. You could call me somewhat of a Elite Cup contestant. No. Am I winning today's cup? It depends. What if we have like a over the top, every surface represented crazy map? If you crash the wall, what are you supposed to do? DNF? I think the rule is you keep playing until the admin pauses the match and kicks you from the server. If they can tell you're doing it on purpose, you probably get booted. That being said, it's a big field, 64 players. Maybe you can sneak one by the admin. I think it'll unfortunately be too obvious if you do try to crash on purpose. There have been players in past competitions that got formal warnings by Nadeo, where they were like, seriously, please don't do this. Wow. Okay. So this is called VCC Showcase by Vanilla Mapping. So I think this is a community of mappers that build in vanilla. Right now this looks like custom scenery, but based on the name, I'd assume everything is built with vanilla blocks. You see the plastic tiles? So this is all without downloading any files or going into Blender. This is built in-game. That's pretty cool. It does have all the surfaces. But guys, I have not played Trackmania in a week. This is the first time I pressed the up arrow in 7 days, so we'll see how this goes. Cool concept, at least. Yeah, this looks custom. I don't even know. I'm assuming it's plastic. Those like stripes in the middle. Are you claiming washed? I'm not gonna make up any excuses yet. That's probably a Neo slide. No excuses yet, but We gotta have one in the back pocket in case it goes wrong. Oh, this is cool though. I think I'm in windowed mode, by the way. Need to fix that. This is a great gaming tip if you're new to Trackmania. If you play in windowed borderless, you have slight input delay. You might not think it matters that much, but your car will feel heavier. It is very noticeable. Oh, this guy was trying something. Okay, we go around. And weave the traffic and finish. Cool map. Medic, thank you for the 11 months. Are my arms sore from working out? Actually, the soreness has kind of disappeared. I've been going consistently now, twice a week with the boys. And now after, like the days after, I don't have this like intense pain. But it's more just like, you're tired, you're a bit like jelly in your arms, but not like pain, so that's pretty good. Makes it more motivating. Oopa. Bit too wide here, and then it was around. You could try inside line there, but I think you then miss out on the speed through here, so it can't be worth. You doing weights or cardio or both? I'm doing very little cardio. It's primarily weights and machines. But it's fun. I've never quite bothered with the gym, but now I'm seeing the benefits. Health benefits. Here you drift, and then that. And eek. Ah, okay, let's try a good no respawn run. Not too far on the right here, because you're gonna instantly go left anyway. It's only third gear possible. Drift, and can you full speed here? That's a question on my mind. You actually probably can. Oh, because I booted the game without Open Planet, we actually don't have any plugins today. No speed splits, no copium timer. I'm assuming that was pretty good though. When does Cup start? Well, this is the qualifier for Cup of the Day, so we have 12 more minutes to get our best run. Only top 64 make it to Division 1. So, gotta drive fast. Yeah, I kind of want to... I don't want to double drift though. Mine with a 42.2 and Nova 42.1. Really am wondering if they're shortcutting or something. That's very fast. Like that inside hole line, for example. But the only way to know is by driving a decent run myself, so... Let's forget the crash. Lost half a second and keep going. I'm bad, guys. I'm bad. Not playing my best. This time at least kept fourth. Oi. Oh my. This is a very bad setup. I'll take it. If I can just get to the finish one time. No, I can't be inside hole. It makes no sense. 42.1, wow, okay. That's a good run. That's probably gonna stay in first for a while. I can get close to that. I can get a 42 low here. Especially because it is kind of neo-slidey, which I really like. Whenever you have to do sharp drifts that aren't regular drifts, neo-slides, it's typically in my favor. Aye. Oh, I have to reset. That was good though. Author is 41.8. Okay. That's good info. Thank you. Oh, I accidentally turned my interface off. But yeah, I like that. I mean, I gotta look at this after, I think, and see what they even did to create these roads. Because it doesn't look anything like the vanilla blocks. Which I think is kind of the point. It's to show, like, yeah, you don't need all these items to make cool things. It's also its own creative limitation. Okay, lock in. Good Neo. Good speed. That corner was bad, but it's really a lot about inside line anyway. Nah, I need fourth gear. I need it before I go down the hill. Oh man. Stop yapping. This is a virtual map for sure. Okay, let me stop yapping until I have a good run. I'm just not getting a feeling for it. Like, the turns are so uniquely shaped. Here we go. One touch there at a very bad time, 78. Okay, I can do a 0.4 without struggling too much. The start is actually full speedable. Oh, it's so narrow. It's so narrow. I mean, that felt a little bit above the curve. It might not be enough, but that is at least close. That was pretty solid. Lots of good parts, a little shaky at the end. Top 64 of the goal. Might have just done it, but we'll see. No, I was gonna speed slide. Granati 41.5? Granati with a cut. Okay, we gotta quickly check. No cut, just fast. Bug slide 30 seconds in. Start is faster for sure. About equal. Dodges the penalty, makes sense, more speed. Yeah, I was ahead of this. So there was something. What's the... It's here. No? Oh my god, yeah, wow, okay. That is fast. Crazy find. Okay, that can shake up the leaderboard a lot. Surely that's not rounds viable though. I can't continue that. I need something that can get it even if I have a slow run. Too slow and it's not gonna be PB. Oh, Jesus. Let's try, I guess. Speed will be inaccurate, but maybe it's fine. So here. Oh, it's easy. Okay. It's easy. It might actually be rounds viable. I'm kinda tempted to go for it in rounds. The thing is, you don't have to be L combo and do it every round. I should Neo slide, I'm lazy. I should Neo, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if my time's enough actually. Okay, so too wide. A little bit too wide. Hit the broccoli. Okay, come on. I'm gonna continue. We need to get some attempts there. Yeah, we're moving fast now. Down the leaderboard. If we don't improve. Yikes. Even with a crash and a bad start, I was a 0.4 behind. Man. It does look pretty promising right now, but I don't want to take any celebrations before we're through. It's too slow. Last attempt, guys. If not, our run will have to hold. .45th. Yeah, I need to hit more of the first part of the bump. Okay, my run should stand. Let me just see this turn. I gotta get more comfortable full speeding it. Yeah, I didn't quite figure out the cut. But we make it. We make it. 52nd. Dude, so... There were 10 people that improved in the last 10 seconds. Don't go for it. It hardly loses though. And how often do you have a bug slide cut in a couple of days? That's what I hope for. Just gonna wait for the server to load us in. And I'll probably be going for it. Like, I just gotta practice it a bit before I do runs with it. So now that the quali is over and I can actually chill and respawn there a bit, I will try it. It's also so good to know, because like, if you crash early in the round, then you definitely have no other out than to do it, right? This drift is so scary because you need to keep enough speed to gear up to 4th here. It's not that hard, but it's annoying. To jump out wide. That was bad. So it's more like here. And you release to adjust your line. Yeah, you just release. And then you wait for 3rd. 3rd gear happens, you neo. And if you full speed from here, oh, you can still make it, wow. Okay. I don't know, it seems risky. Virtual when he gets 50th and I can get a video. Do we potentially sacrifice the video to be a little bit cool, guys, and do the bug slide? Fastest way only, right? What if I get really good at this now? Wouldn't that be something? Like, it's just this. Holy speed. That was PB by 0.9. That was PB by 0.9 seconds. Good luck to all. We're playing against the double Elite Cup champion, Mutta. I don't think he's gonna do it. That was like 3rd world. I think might have only been behind Grenadi. Alright, we can do it on the no KO and see how it feels. I'm drifting too early here. Okay, so start here was not great, but then I was a bit slow. I tried inside line here for the fun of it, doesn't work. Okay. Guys, I will not mess it up. And if I mess it up, I will not mess it up worse than the others. Only 54 players, you're right. What's happening? Huh? Why did so many people leave? Like, top 64 get Div 1. Now, Scrappy's doing it wrong. Scrappy does not have the line. They saw Muddas and then left? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's 54. Alright, first knockout round. So guys, every round, slowest 4 go out. And because couple of days happen so rarely, there are going to be people that think it's fun to go for this in rounds, myself included. And we just need to not fail it as badly as they fail it. Then we can afford mistakes, but why fail it to begin with? Just do this, forehead. And then don't fail it worse than the others. The logic applies. Oh, Mutta might be gassed. Yeah, I think Mutta's gassed, guys. You go from stressing out for 2 hours and 39 rounds to just not really caring win or lose in this. That's alright. He shows up when it matters. He tried for fun, but I think he's tired. Understandably so. No worries about that one. But okay, it did kind of work first round, the shortcut. Can I do it consistently though? That wasn't great, but I made it. I mean, I absolutely made it. And if I can get down, you know, if you get down to what? Let's say 42 flat. Who's beating that no cut? Realistically, very few. Consistently almost failing it. I'm just holding it for a little too long. Sick, Gogo. Also, hello, Yo Turbo. Yeah, we're trying the cut. If it costs me my spot in Div 1, then oh well. Cut couple of days are so rare that it's fun to use them when they happen. Alright, so pretty close round so far. Oh, see, that was very good. Good and safe, actually. Didn't have any fear of it failing at me there. 0.1 PB, as if I drove a 0.3 in the no KO, but okay. In the warm-up. You play WASD or arrow keys? Arrow keys. YouTube viewer here catching a stream? Awesome, welcome. We have strayed from the light of Marius 89, we have. Marius 89 has tried to teach us how to get far in Couple of Day, but we're not listening to his wisdom. Just doing things our own way. The Elcon way. Is that fourth gear? It still is, okay. I mean, that's slow, but it's not terribly slow. We are still in. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, a time like that gets beaten by a lot of people normally. So that's too slow. You brake with spacebar control? Actually left shift, but kinda same thing. Why does it matter so much to place well in Elite Cups? Yeah, you only get points if you're... proper points if you're in the top 8, really. Any result outside the top 8 probably is not gonna matter for the best players. Like, the top 8 that qualify will likely have all the results close to top 8, the best 5. Kept a lot of speed out of that one. That's a fake PB again. 0.9. Oppa! Grenadier out! I don't think I don't think he is that much energy left either after the Elite Cup. But he was going for the shortcut every round. That's respectable. Like, keep in mind, guys, Grenadier, Mudda, Mime, all the pros, they've just played 40 rounds knockout for way higher stakes, so mentally probably very drained from that. Do not use this cup as like proof. Wow, virtually you beat Mudda and Grenadi. You should play in the Elite Cup. Like that. You know that's not how it works. That's not the logic we apply here. Levon! Crazy stuff. Wow, you're so much better than them, surely, yeah. Purple out, he was doing shortcut too. There we go. Oi, failed me up. I backed it up. I'm scared here. I'm very scared, actually. Oh shit. Please? Not scary whatsoever. Never mind. That was a lot of things, but all good. All good. Div 2 mistake? Question mark. Yeah, that was some Div 2 gameplay. Div 2 gameplay that round. Kind of disrespectful. They spawn you with the red number if you barely survive. Just noticed that. Even this guy's gains time. That's how good the strat is. Even something that looks as jank as that makes it more likely I survive than go and get knocked out. Mario saved and stays in, yeah. Lucario was doing well, he's out. Still, it's gonna be pretty random with who gets the shortcut in the decisive rounds. That's a lot of speed and pretty safe. Satisfying. And I'm saving the end here. I really gotta get on those types of runs. I think I should try to get comfortable risking the end. And then just release if I fail the turn, because I still have such a gap. AR down out. Marius was one spot from out, he saves it. Is Lucario Riolo out? No, it's a very long time player as well. Lucario with a K. I don't fault you for thinking that it's him, but it's not. Very unfortunate username to have. Like, imagine you just make your gamer name your favorite Pokemon, and then you just happen to be the big brother Pokemon of the biggest cheater in the game's history. Oi, oi, oi. Is this fine? Barely? Maybe? Alarm! Alarm! I panicked. I wasn't ready for that. 17th. It was a bit too slow. It was a bit too slow. I wouldn't have gotten it even with the good helmet. But okay, I'm out. I said Scrappy had a bad line, but he's outlasted me in this one. Levon as well, consistently 0.3. I just hope at this point, guys, the winner is a shortcutter. Let it be a shortcutter. Don't let it be normal way finals. I'm gonna fall asleep. Let's see. I think we have about 5 shortcutters left. There's Levon, Scrappy, Giuliano, and a couple more. Smiley Bob, I think, was doing it. He's definitely gonna try now, being in the red and all. No, he's not. Okay, so Golio is out. B might be fine because Golio failed. Why was I not blessed with this? Look at all these mistakes. Man. Yeah, Noisia is doing it. Noisia, Levon, Giuliano, Scrappy, Golio. Those are the shortcutters. You went out in a 4-person elimination? Oh, you're right. It was actually very bad timing that I drove slow in the last 4-player knockout. I didn't think about that. True, true. No Zerar story for me, no, unfortunately. But I will root on the brave shortcutters. Radiaxo hit the wall. He's down. Oh, Akros doesn't have the speed for the gear, right? Might have saved it. Yeah, I think he saved it. Now shortcut time. All 4 have made it. Giuliano joins them, but a little bit behind. Is Giuliano fine? Giuliano's split was a bit too weak, it seems, and he is out. 4 shortcutters versus 6 normal way. Will you do shortcut in weekly grand? I'll have to learn it. I haven't learned it beyond seeing it in a video. Also, Rockmaster, what do you think of the resub? I'll talk about pyramids after, alright? Let's focus on the cup. E-Raid, thank you all for 2 years. Oh, Noisia with a small mistake. Not anything he can't overcome with the shortcut, but this means the shortcut does have to be perfect. No room for error. Oh, Akros fails. And Smiley Bob behind, and then... Yeah, he gets like a dragon yeet flick. Why did bro stand there? He would be fine. No? He failed and just parked his car. Walked out. I mean, I was looking now if he could, like... You take the checkpoint from the other side and just 180. You don't lose 5 seconds. Very unexpected bug slide, though. Hard to control for. Big gap down to Docky. He doesn't do the shortcut. Is he now gonna try it? Or is he just hoping someone would fail it? Levon, Golio, Scrappy shortcutting. Docky, ice cold, not doing it. All 3 people got the shortcut. And now Docky's in a lot of trouble. Is out. You had no time to watch the League Cup. Is it possible to watch somehow? Yes, you can just go back in the stream here, either on Twitch or YouTube. And we'll try to post the full edited recording either tonight or tomorrow. But for now, the raw VOD is all you have. So it's 3v4, I think. 3 shortcutters, 4 normal way. Flyer, very good on tech. I'd say the likely normal way favorite. With how many drifts there are on this map. Now the shortcut, Golio. Oh, Kashi joins them. 4v3, he deserted his team in the normal way. Oh, Scrappy, that's a big release. Oh, he's fine. Whew. Lavon 41 flat. That's a nice time. Okay, so now it's 4v2 actually. Kashi had enough a normal way. It's only Flyer and Smiley Bob going normal way. Golio with the worst start. He can afford it. Smiley Bob really can't. Now it's very interesting. Oh, but Flyers failed too. Oh my. Is Flyer gonna cut? I love Golio's setup, man. I wish I would have seen that line. Flyer sending? No. Golio stays in. I wish I would have seen that just a little bit wider, and you get such a nice mountain bounce, you never fail it. We'll post it tonight, don't say tomorrow, you coward. Alright, Buckley, I believe in you. Less typing in chat, more editing, we'll get there. Top 5. Smiley Bob, the only non-shortcutter. My dream is about to come true of seeing shortcut every round. It's apparently a little easier than what we thought. But you cannot afford any big mistake. Kashi is the one with the least practice on it. He started doing it a bit late into the match, and now I think we're gonna see an experience diff. Golio behind, but look at his line. Smiley Bob gets the Dragon Yeet thing and still makes it. He wasn't at all doing the shortcut before and now realizes the only way to survive is to do it, and he somehow corrects for it. It was about to go way too far, but he makes it. Okay. Okay. Smiley Bob knocks out Koshi, and now he is the one with the least experience. No doubt. But respect for going for the shortcut. We have the top 4. Everybody's cutting. And life is beautiful. Lavon with a wall hit. And now there's no normal way players to catch up to. He was about to lose even more time, but he avoided the crash many times in a row. He's risking so hard. He's still in range, but it's Golio. Golio has the best shortcut. Maybe Smiley Bob fails it because he's not used to it. And that is what we see. What a race. What a battle. Smiley Bob overtaking Golio, but Golio was gonna send it with more speed. Instead, he hits the wall. Golio would have won there if he hit the corner approach better. Lavon drove a 41.8 with that start. Alright, Scrappy versus Lavon versus Smiley Bob. By all means, it should be Bob going out. By all means, it should be Smiley Bob. Lavon and Scrappy have been consistent. Smiley Bob has to do like 20 rounds of learning in one go here to get the 41.5 kind of bug slide. He is within range with normal way, but now he has to nail it. Similar to Lavon, just... He makes it! Lavon has more speed though! Last corner, the sides! And Mr. Bob has failed. It is Lavon Scrappy final. Yeah, it didn't have the speed, that was the only problem. It was a good attempt. So Levon PB, 41 flat. Scrappy PB, 0.3, I think? 0.3? 0.4. So even if Levon crashes, there is a chance he can win this just because he's so fast at the map. Scrappy though needs just a clean run and hoping that Levon crashes, I think. Levon crashes. Like clockwork. It's not that much, but we did say he could win with a crash. Lands better. He's made up the difference already. Into the bug slide. Shortcut last time, the most important one. Levon gets it good, and Scrappy actually misses it. Unfortunate for Scrappy, Levon now knows the split. And Levon wins Cup of the Day with a 41-48 with a crash, bro. 41-48 with a crash. GG. Very cool Cup of the Day. The vanilla community campaign, I think it is, that built this. Only vanilla blocks. Still need to place track points, look for a shortcut. But I'd say it was a good thing they didn't. Made for a really cool match. And if Cup of the Days are like this, I'll definitely play more of them, guys. I really enjoyed this. Levon good? Yeah, Levon really good. Very impressive stuff. Very, very impressive stuff. Making it look like the Winter Olympics. Have you guys seen? Norway's been absolutely dominating to the point where people are wondering if there's too many skiing events. It's been wild. Every time I turn on the Olympics, it's just, oh, there's a Norwegian skier 2 miles ahead. I don't think Levon is playing the Elite Cups. But he should. Way too many medals for the same sport. Interesting comment from a Canadian, I would say. Seems to be on the losing side of it. You guys should get some good skiers. You had some really good ones back in the day. But now I don't remember if there's any world-class Canadian skiers. As a Dutchman, not going to say anything. Dutch in speed skating used to be completely dominant. They do have a lot of events, though. They do. Interesting touch from a Canadian. Whew. Used to be completely dominant. I mean, they're still winning a ton, but it's not like they're winning everything. You guys have like Jordan Stoltz now. You got Sander Eitrem. There's this Metode Gilek, this Czech guy who's really good. Brazil getting first ever medal? Yeah, I saw. Heard that was a huge hype in carnival times. You're third in the standings and it's only ice skating? Wait, really? Olympic medals. Let me see. Oh, you are. Show more countries. Yeah, I mean, it's it's fun to be a Canadian, Norwegian every 4 years in the Winter Olympics. Probably not so fun to be a Canadian. This guy, Klabo, he won 6 out of 6 golds possible. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff. Why are Norway so bad at hockey? It's just that being, like, when you're a kid, everyone skis in holidays, at the cabin, everyone goes skiing in the winters on activity days. And so when Norwegian kids get into winter sports, it's something to do with skis. It's ski jumping, it's biathlon, it's regular cross country, downhill skiing, but it's never that much ice skating. What medal did Kazakhstan win? It was figure skating, I think. Lack of ice rinks? Maybe. But it's also just lack of culture around it. Like, it's just not culture. In some countries, you know, Sweden, Finland, Canada, USA, Czechia, hockey is huge culture. In Norway, not so much. In Netherlands, speed skating is culture. Brazil 1 gold, out of place. The thing with this gold is that it's a half Norwegian, half Brazilian athlete that didn't want to compete for the Norwegian Federation because he had sponsors that he couldn't take while being part of the Norwegian team. So he left the Norwegian team and is now competing for Brazil with his Brazilian citizenship because his mom is Brazilian. So there is some Norwegian influence in this one. He's fake flagging. Norwegian Olympians don't get paid. It's very much like you're supposed to be like a team player and do the team sponsors, but sometimes the athletes get better sponsor deals on their own. Ventilator, I think it was 30 months. Norway opened a second team because they were winning so much, yeah. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be today's stream. There's gonna be a long stream tomorrow with weekly grand, weekly shorts, probably a couple today done too. It's typically a fun track every Sunday, so I look forward to that. Sorry it's a bit sporadic with streams. This last week has been very hectic. It's been a lot of things IRL, so I haven't really been on my PC much or streamed, so I apologize about that. We are going to be keeping posting videos though daily, so if you guys go to Virtual TV on YouTube, there are a ton of videos. We post every day, so there might be some you haven't watched. There are some I haven't watched, so we're posting the second League Cup tonight, Buckley promised, so let's all cross our fingers for Buckley. And some other good stuff, so fun stuff. I am ski instructor in Garmisch at the Zugspitze. Our ski school would like to sponsor a ski lesson for you. If you'd like to stream it too, that'll be fine for us. Wait, what? At Garmisch? But dude, isn't that so steep? Zugspitze. Ski slope. Let me see. Zugspitze, isn't that like the tallest mountain in Germany? One of? Bro, this looks wild. Guys, I'm a gamer. Am I too much of a gamer for this? I like skiing. But this looks pretty dangerous, bro. This is downhill. It has to be downhill. You take the cable car up and just... Whew. Don't you know how to ski? I mostly have done cross country, but I'd argue cross country downhill is harder than on slalom skis downhill. Because the skis are wider and easier to control. Go for the world record. I don't know about that. Maybe. I'll remember. If I'm interested, I'll send you a message, Lukey. This requires some consideration. Might not have the Norwegian blood. Might not have that Brazilian Norwegian combo. Bussy, thank you for the 55 months. It's just press forward, just full speed. Yeah. Virtual in Svindal. Oy, guys. That is something I'll have to consider. But for now, let us end stream and raid someone. Last Elite Cup, we raided Mudda. I think we're gonna, however, raid Anna though, because I see Anna's live. So guys, check out Anna's stream. If you want to watch more Trackmania, check out Mudda. But Anna is right now playing a bullet tournament in chess. That is 1 minute chess games. Goes very fast. It's very fun to watch if you like chess. So check it out. See you guys, friends. See you tomorrow at 4 p.m. for the Grand Enduro race. That's when it starts. Take care, all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Bye, friends. Thank you for watching the stream.